y'all, welcome back to Ukulele Wine Time. My name is Catherine. Today we're going to learn how to play Stand By Me. Let's do it. Ukulele Wine Time. We're going to learn Stand By Me in the key of C today. Please note that the original version of this song is in the key of A. So to play this in the key of C, you'll just need 4 chords for the entire song. Those chords are C, A minor, F, and G. If you need a slower breakdown of those chords, check the timestamps below. I go through these chords nice and slow at the end of this video. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each section of the song, the verse, the chorus, and the intro. I'll take you through some counting so you can feel more confident when playing and singing the song. We'll take a look at some different strumming pattern options. We'll talk about starting pitch, so if you're singing the song, you'll always know where you are to start. Of course, we'll do a wine break. And then we'll do a play through the whole song. Bonus, I'm also going to show you this song in the key of G at the end. So if C is really not sitting well for your voice, I'm going to show you how to play this in the key of G. So be sure to stick around for that. A few pieces of important information about the song before we dive in. So once again, we're playing this in the key of C. Original's key of A. We're in the key of C. We are in 4/4 time signature. That means we're feeling a heartbeat or counting 4 beats per measure. So we'll talk more about that when we do counting. And the form of the song is intro, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, and this verse is a solo, and then chorus out. That's our form. All right, with that, let's jump into the verse chords. We are going to start with C. So we've got 2 C chords in a row. Then we've got 2 A minor chords in the row. So let's line that up with our lyrics. Let's see what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3. When the night has come, 2, 3. Now to A minor. And the land is dark and the moon. Okay, so our first, I went ahead, we go to an F chord next. So we've got C, C, A minor, A minor. Okay, 4 counts for each of those chords. And then our next little section is F to G to C. And here's a secret. This is literally the whole song. So that repeats again for the verse. That's the chorus. That's all you need to know for this song. And then you put it all together in beautiful pieces. So let's hear the second half of the verse, and then we'll do it slowly together. So the second half, starting with an F chord, F to G to C. And the moon is the only light we'll see. 2, 3, and then you hang it on C. Then you do it again. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid to be just as long as you stand by me. 3. So darling, darling, stand. And then we're into the chorus. So that is the entire verse. The chord progression, like I said, stays the same for the chorus. Let's do it. So we're hanging out on a C chord, ended the verse on a C, start the chorus on a C, we're chill. Okay. Now we're in the chorus. We've got C, C, A minor, F, G, C, C. And that's the whole chorus. Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand by me, oh now stand by me, stand by me, stand by me. 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. The sky, and then you're in verse 2. Y'all, that's the entire song. You got this. We will do verse 2 in our full song play along. It may come as no surprise to you that the intro is the same chord progression All right, we're like rocking through this song. So the intro, and this is actually where our counting will come into play. So counting is the same chord progression. Let's count it, keeping in mind that we're about to count the intro, the chorus, and 1/2 of the verse. The verse is like the chord progression times 2. With me? I'm going to put it all on screen for you. We're going to count together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. A minor, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nailed it! Great job. So I hope that counting really helps you kind of sort out the chord progression in your head. It's just a great thing to do to really feel more confident about playing this song. You can keep that heartbeat, that pulse, or that count of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just a great tool to have in your toolkit. It's time to talk about strumming pattern options. So just voicing the chords just now or playing the chords just now, I'm doing a simple downstroke, even with my thumb. Of course, you can play with your first finger or however you like to strum the strings of your ukulele. But just keeping it nice and simple with a simple downstroke is totally acceptable. And you have my thumbs up to keep it right there. Strumming pattern option number 2, if you want to add a little bit more rhythm, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that is on beat 1 and on what we call the and of 2. So if you're counting, if we clap it, so we've got our big beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So we're doing on beats 1 and the and of 2. So it'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 And I invite you, if you're having trouble with this rhythm, to put your ukulele down, put your instrument down, clap the rhythm, tap it on your legs, tap it with your feet, just to really feel that rhythm. Also, you could do it along with the recording to really kind of internalize that rhythm. Do a little dance, but really start to internalize that rhythm, and then you can move it to your instrument. Another option for that, if you want to mute the strings, add a little more rhythmic variation there, you could try that. Same exact rhythm, but you'll add a mute. So all right, so if you've got a mute or a chuck that you'd like to throw in there, that's a perfect opportunity to do that. By the way, I don't know if you can hear this. Speaking of rhythmic variation, we've got a little rainstorm happening on the roof of our studio. So if you hear some nice little raindrops, that's what that is. It's kind of nice to sit and play ukulele at night in a rainstorm with a glass of wine. I'm kind of digging it. Okay. Strumming pattern number 3, or option number 3. We're going to do our kind of standard down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. And so you'll do that once per chord, keeping in mind that the first part of the chord progression, you have C, and then you have C again. So you'll do that pattern twice on C. Then you have A minor and A minor again. Sorry, I should be going this way. C, C, A minor, A minor. So you're doing it once on C, again on C, once on A minor, again on A minor, once on F, once on G, and then 2 more times on C. If you're like, what are you talking about? Check out the PDF chart below if you're a visual person and you want to kind of see the counting, see the chart lined up there. That might help you kind of help everything click. Okay, let's try once through the chord progression together with that strumming pattern. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and as always, if you're familiar with my videos, you know I love to talk about mixing and matching strumming patterns. So decide, first of all, what feels good to you right now at this moment in time. If you want to push yourself a little bit, great. If you're like, this is enough for me right now, stick to the simple strumming pattern. And then maybe you take your paper or whatever you've got in front of you, jot a couple notes on there. Okay, so for verse 1, I'm going to start simple. Just do this strumming pattern. Chorus 1, I'm gonna ramp it up and do something different. Maybe verse 2, I take it down a notch or ramp it up a little bit. So you're adding contour to the song, so it's not the same strumming pattern for the whole song. So I hope you have fun with that. Get creative, give yourself permission to take some chances, make some mistakes, and just have fun with it. Y'all, on that note, you know I love to talk about creativity, so I want to say cheers to your creativity. Look at you learning a new song on your ukulele. I want to say cheers. Cheers to more music in the world, creative endeavors, just learning something new, stepping out of your comfort zone. I see you. And that's awesome. I also wanted to share that this song was a special request from a Ukulele Wine Club member. Her daughter is getting married and her daughter wants to play this song at her wedding. So I was more than happy. I mean, this is just a great song in general and a really awesome one to learn on the ukulele. And so I just happy wedding and happy learning this song. And to anyone else out there that's learning this for a special occasion, that's so awesome. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. By the way, if you're finding this video helpful, please cheers the like button below and leave me a comment letting me know what you liked about this video. That helps me out a lot. And I hope you subscribe for more ukulele wine time. Also, if you're like, this is awesome, how do I connect more with you? How do I support you more? You could consider joining our Patreon community, which is called Ukulele Wine Club. So you can join the club. All that is linked below, but it's a really wonderful community where we hang out together, talk about ukulele challenges and wins, and we meet up twice a month to play a song. So check that out below. Woo, okay, one more sip of wine, and then we're going to talk about starting pitch. Okay, one more cheers. Clink. So I like to talk about starting pitch because if you're singing this song, sometimes if you're singing in front of other people, we tend to get nervous, and what was once very familiar and comfortable, now that we're in front of other people, you're like, you know, that moment where you like freeze and you just forget everything. So I'm going to try to help give you a nice anchor here with your vocal starting pitch if you're singing. So we are playing this song in the key of C. That means C is our home bass. And there are lots of different names we could call that, but we're going to call it 1. So if we're in the key of C, that's our 1, or our do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So your starting pitch for the verse. So we talked about our home bass as C. Our starting pitch for the verse is mi or E or 3 3. And what I mean by that is it's the third note of the scale or of the C chord. Do, re, mi. It's also your open E string. There we go. Do, re, mi, when the night has come, when the night. And then you can check yourself on the word night. That's an open A string. So your starting pitch is when, and that's an E, when the night. Okay, and that's an A string. Let's talk about starting pitch for the chorus. So we've got, so darling, darling, stand. That is also an open A string. Stand by me, oh now stand. Which is interesting because that note is not in the chord. I'm actually just figuring this out on the spot. I never actually plan ahead for my starting pitches. I just figure them out as I'm recording. And that one is interesting because we're playing a C chord, but that note is an A, which is the 6th note of the scale. So if you're starting on C, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or C, D, E, F, G, A, when, stand by me, oh now stand. So that's interesting. We are learning, we learned something together. And that's it. Those are the starting pitches for the verse and the chorus of Stand By Me. Hope that helps. It's time for our full song play along. So we're going to play an intro, which is just one time through that chord progression. Then we'll go through the form, verse, chorus, verse, solo, and then chorus. And we didn't really talk about the solo, but it's just playing through the chorus. It's just playing through the verse. I like mushed the words together there. Exactly what we counted earlier. So it's just that without the words. So if you want to leave that in, you can. If you don't want to leave it in, you can just play the chorus and be done with it. But we're going to try it today just for good practice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, now stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, now stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. stand by me. Ooh, that was kind of an adventure. It's really cool, even with just these 4 chords and, you know, somewhat of a simple song on the grand scheme of songs. I made a lot of different decisions during that play along. Maybe you could hear me deciding, especially on that last chorus. I was like, oh, I might do this strumming pattern. Then I kind of changed it a little bit. And I actually didn't have a plan for my contour. I was like, I'm going to try this for verse 2. I kind of took it down a little bit. And then I took it down also for the last, when I say down, I mean like kind of down in energy. I just did a simple downstroke, which I kind of love to do. But for the last chorus, and I don't know, I kind of liked ending it like that. So I just wanted to also just show the variety and the just infinite possibilities that you can create for your arrangement of this song. I hope that you enjoyed playing along with me, playing Stand By Me together. I am going to show you very briefly this song in the key of G. So let's do that now. And if you're not sticking around for G, I just want to say thank you for being here. Cheers to you, and I will see you in the next video. So we just played it in the key of C. Now we're going to transpose it into the key of G, or change the key. So this is great for 2 reasons. Number 1, maybe the key of C doesn't sit well for your voice. Maybe it's a little bit high. Like for my voice, I found maybe C is a little high. I might want to move the key down a little bit. And then number 2, just starting to understand the chord progression. So this is using very, very basic harmony, and starting to understand how to take that harmony, put it into another key, both just to kind of solidify your understanding of these chords and how they fit together. And then also just to be able, I talk about this in another video, I call it a superpower, but to be able to say like, oh, okay, I see what these chords are doing. I know how to switch this into another key. So it really is a superpower. So even if the key of C works for you, I challenge you to play this in another key to just see how it feels, see where it lays on your on your keyboard, and just kind of start getting used to maybe changing keys. It's a fun thing to do. It can be very useful. So before we take a look at the key of G, super tiny mini harmony lesson. So we're in the key of C. So we've got, I'm just going to use my hand here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6 over here. So we've got, I feel like I should do it this way for reading purposes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we put our scale on these numbers. So we've got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That's our whole scale, but we don't need those other ones right now. So this is looking at our C major scale. You with me? All we're doing is counting. So our 1 is C. Do you agree? Yes. Okay, so C is 1. Okay, and then we want to look at our the other chords in the song. So we've got what? An A minor. So, oh, that's our 6th chord. Okay, so we've got 1, 6 minor. Our F chord is 1, 2, 3, 4, C, D, E, F. Okay, so that's our 4 chord. And then F, G, that's our 5 chord. So our chord progression is 1, 6, 4, 5, 1. I feel very silly wiggling my fingers, but I feel that it's very helpful to have a visual representation of this. I'm sure I will put something on the screen as well, but let me reiterate that. So our chord progression is 1, 6, 4, 5, 1. Now that we know this about this song, we can put it in whatever key we want to if we know that major scale. So we're going to put this in the key of G. Cool. So I'm not going to go through our G scale. Maybe I should. But so we need our 1 chord in the key of G is G. Okay, our 6 chord is 6 minor is E minor. Okay, our 4 chord is C, and our 5 chord is D. So our scale here, we've got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. So we're taking our 1, our 6, our 4, and our 5 chord, and now they're just in the key of G. Okay, either you found that really clicked, or you're like, what is this woman doing with her fingers, and this is over my head. Don't worry, I'm still going to show this to you in the key of G. So our chord progression will be G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. So it's a little bit lower. And then we do that one more time for the verse. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, now stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Ooh, maybe this is my key. I kind of like it lower. So that is the key of G. So I hope you found that helpful. Now you might be excited to go try this out in a different key. Maybe you try it out in the original key of A and figure out what those chords would be. You could put it in the key of D, figure out what those chords would be. So the possibilities are endless, not too endless because we don't have that many keys, but I hope you have fun playing around with this, and let me know if you have any questions about that. I love to talk about this, so I'm happy to make a bazillion more videos on harmony. Okay. All right, y'all. We've reached the end of our video. If you've made it this far, I want to give a special cheers to you. I've got 1 sip of wine left for you. But seriously, thank you for being here. And I will see you soon for more ukulele wine time. Cheers. Ukulele wine time. Here's that chord review I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to walk you through how to play these 4 chords in the key of C. So we need our 3rd finger or a ring finger on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3 of your A string or your bottom string. So that is your C major chord. And make sure your fingertip is pushing all the way down to the wood, truly with your fingertip and not your finger pad. Otherwise you'll be buzzy fingertip. All right, that's a 1 finger chord. Next up we have A minor. So you can kind of think ahead, moving with your 2nd finger, 2nd fret of your top string or your G string. That is your A minor chord. Freeze that finger there because up next is your F chord. So you hold that finger and add 1 additional finger. So skip a string and then add your 1st finger on the 1st fret. Let me get a better sound for you there. I'm at a weird angle. Okay, there's our F chord. Okay, 2 finger chord. And then finally we have our G major chord. So we're going to take these same 2 fingers. They're kind of going to switch places. So thinking about transitions can be really important. Okay, so we're on the 2nd fret here. So 1st finger is on your C string. So 2nd one down from your face. Skip a string, last string. And now this makes a little triangle on your fretboard. So your ring finger comes down on the 3rd fret, 1, 2, 3, on that string that you skipped to make your G chord there. Okay, I hope you found that helpful and I will see you soon. Ukulele wine time.